We always want to play the best. I mean, that's every year we've played Oklahoma and Texas here in the last 3 or 4 years. We've got them on the we've got Oklahoma on the schedule. We've got LSU on the schedule down the road. So it's you're always wanting to play the best. That's how you put a measuring stick on your program.
Do you think you deserve to be in the national title game?
Well, I believe that we can play with all of those that sit at the top. Yes, I do. Now, I've stayed far away from all that deserving stuff because I've never been one to believe it. I've always felt like the football gods come back to haunt you. So for me, it's we feel like we have a good football team, and the only way you can really speak is if when you get a chance to do it on the field.
But what do you tell your kids about how do you get into the national title game?
Well, what I tell our kids is, and what I said after we got done with our last game, I'm not going to ruin a 12-0 season, the first one in 70-some years. Our goal was to get to a BCS game by as soon as I got there, start talking about, we may not get a chance to play for a national championship. But the same thing that I think we said about getting to a BCS game. Everybody said it was hard to do, and we'd never get a chance to do it, and we did it. And I tell them the same thing now that I told them about that. We're just going to keep knocking on the door till one day we get that opportunity.
Well, would you be accepted of that if you got an undefeated season and the BCS said, hey, congrats, you had a nice little season, now run along, Horned Frogs?
Well, it's like I've said many times, it doesn't do any good to be a whiner. I think all of us have been there before. This is not something that just happens in football. This is something that happens in life where you do great in business or whatever you do, and you come up a little bit short. They give somebody else the contract or whatever else happens. I think what you have to do is know that you've done what you've done in your mind, and how can you get better and how can you get back to it.